Hello, my name is Nolan Tomlinson.
Hi, my name is Donnie Bertolfo.
My name is Lee Wallman.
My name is Frederick April.
Why did you decide to take robotics at Holden High School?
Because I was terrible at programming in STEM, so I was like, I need to get better. So, took robotics.
What was the first challenge you faced in this class, and how did you overcome it?
Probably the one where Mr. Wood laid a track of tape around the room and we had to follow it simply due to issues with consistency and speed of programming.
What has been the biggest obstacle you faced when trying to overcome the tasks you've been assigned?
Trying to build the code and just the robot, just both of them together.
How did it feel the first time you successfully completed a challenge using your robots?
Great. Amazing.
You've programmed your robot to drive around the room autonomously. Do you think that self-driving cars will become the norm in the United States?
I hope not. Well, I don't know, but
Probably.
Would you trust a self-driving car?
No. Just no.
nah.
Do you feel more successful when you figure a problem out on your own with help from your classmates or guidance from your teacher?
On my own.
It depends on my own or if I'm working with someone. If they just help me, not as much.
Has robotics made your interest in a career in the field grow?
Definitely. Well, not as much robotics, but programming in general, yes.
Probably not, but I probably won't do a career robotics or anything like that, but it's just good to know it.
What would you recommend to someone who has signed up to take this class next year?
Get a pretty good foundation in programming. That was a lot of our major struggles. STEM is good. But that wasn't enough for me. Quite enough.
Take and pass STEM.
Did you find designing or programming your robot more difficult?
Definitely
Programming.
Definitely programming, but the building was not always easy as well. Yeah.
Out to the side, kind of in the middle, and we had to try to maneuver our robot around the tape without touching it and try to get it around the classroom and without crossing any of the tape.
How did it feel the first time you successfully completed a challenge using your robots?
It felt pretty good. Finding a problem and making a solution without predefined follow rules and stuff. It's just you're given a robot and then you're supposed to design it in a way that solves the solution.
What has been the biggest obstacle you faced when trying to overcome the tasks you've been assigned?
I'll let you take this one, Donnie.
I just forgot the question.
Let me read it again.
Yeah, yes, please.
What has been the biggest obstacle you faced when trying to overcome the tasks you've been assigned?
I think it'd be the designing of the robot, trying to get all the parts to fit, as well as making sure the sensors do what they're doing.
You have programmed your robot to drive around the room autonomously. Do you think that self-driving cars will become the norm in the United States?
I think they very well could be. It wouldn't surprise me much if they did, because we're gearing more and more towards that every day.
Would you trust a self-driving car?
If it was programmed by one of us, no, probably not.
Do you feel more successful when you figure a problem out on your own with help from your classmates or guidance from your teacher?
I think they'd all feel much the same since programming wasn't really built from scratch by one person. It's a sort of community thing built upon the shoulders of others.
Has robotics made your interest in a career in the field grow?
Maybe not in a field, but as a hobby, it kind of has. I think might do robotics as kind of a hobby later.
What would you recommend to someone who has signed up to take this class next year?
You should definitely take a programming class of sort. STEM has an introductory lesson in it, so it's definitely a good starting point.
Did you find designing or programming your robot more difficult?
I thought that designing and programming the robot was pretty fun. Sure, it may be difficult at times, but once you click into that finding a solution, it gets pretty easy.